Hi there guys, this is Farmer Bob. Welcome back to my channel. Great to be back guys on another video on the map making map conversion series, obviously. This is episode number 7. So yes, a warm welcome to you. If this is your first time on my channel, I really appreciate you joining in with us. Always nice to see new faces and that, and do remember to subscribe. I do appreciate that very much. Anyway guys, we are busy converting the Nevada map, and we are busy with the placeable system. All the placeables, just redirecting them to FS22 versions and bringing it all into one place. So yes, we left off last time. We did the lime station in the previous video in number 5, and then on 6 we did a new what do you call it, a new fill type, coal. We added coal to the map, and set up a whole custom thing for that, so check that out if you haven't before. And in this episode now we're going to just carry on with the normal sell points. Now you'll see on this map there's a lot of the sell points are from one and the same placeable, so we're going to try and do the same thing and just modify them accordingly. Now the selling station generic is normally the best one to go for, and this is what this one is calling as well. And the selling station generic, you can find it in the base game. Let me just quickly go to the base game data, and then placeables. I'm just going to try and remember, is it here it is, selling station generic. In the root of the placeables you've got the selling station generic, and there's the XML for it as well. So if you open this XML, you'll see you can name it whatever you want, which is nice, and it's got all the let me just have a look here. Unfortunately this one doesn't have the bale trigger. Okay, let's just have a look if there is one with a bale trigger, because then what you can do, you can actually have a sell point with a, which is a normal. The selling station generic, by the way, is let me see, no cover and cover. That's this little the grid thing that you drive on, you know, with the concrete block. That's what it looks like. And this one has got a cover, and strangely enough this one has got no cover. But if you reroute this XML to the no cover, you'll see, let me just have a look here, controls, close gate. You see, if you take this gate away from the animated objects, you have to modify obviously the i3D to fit, because your nodes and good are going to change. It's a bit of a drag to get rid of the cover, but you can do it. But there is also another selling station generic, which I suppose is going to be a better way to go for. If you are at an open spot, it's fine, but if you're in a closed environment, you would like to run this one with no cover. So let's use this, because there is another one I can show you. Was it under lizard, I think? Selling station, just have a quick look. No, it's not under lizard. It might be under the maps. Let's have a look. Oh, you know what? I think it's under the US map. Let's have a look. Selling station generic. So there is another selling station generic, which is in the farmers market, by the looks of it. I just want to have a look. Which one does this use? This one uses the one with the grid. Let's have a look here at the animations. Yeah, it's got the gate. So this is the normal selling station generic, but there's this one here which is different. This one has got 2 triggers. It's also got the one for there's an unload trigger for cotton, dry grass, and windrow. Yes, this one has got the bale trigger with. Yes, so if you wanna use one with the bale trigger, use this one from the farmers market. But unfortunately it's not one trigger on top. You've got a separate thing, so you're going to have to customize it. Now if you look at the actual i3D that it calls, will be this one, the farmers market. It's got 2 triggers. So let's and it looks like that. So the one is your normal trigger there, where you can offload the wheat and barley and whatever, and this is the bale trigger with the exact full road loot and everything on underneath it. So you've got the two triggers. So you're gonna have to customize it, put the i3D in your map, save it to your map. But let's do a. What we can do is I can do one of these at the farmers market that I have on the map. So we can. I'll show you how to customize that exactly to your needs. Okay, so let's do a custom one then in the map at the farmers market. So let's navigate to that first. However, how I work on mine, I go through them one at a time here. So I'm not too sure where this one is, but we will check now. Because what I do, this is the old map that I'm converting. It's placeable. So I do them one at a time, and then I go to my map and put it in here. You know, that way I make, and once I'm done with it, I delete it. You know, so that way I always stay in sort of knowing where I am. You know, don't get lost. All right, so let's go to the farmers market, which are here. That's the farmers market here. And let's build a trigger in here for a sell point. So we're going to use that one with the bale trigger as well. Of course, at the farmer's market, you normally have some bales and stuff, you know. So let's import that in here. So let's go to, where did we see that now? It was under the base game. So it's data, placeables, a map US, under, where was that now? I'm sure it was here, selling station generic. That's it, yeah. Selling station farmers market. There it is. So we want that trigger in the game. And I'm going to call this thing just farmers market, so that when I have a look at it, I know exactly which one it is, you know. And like I said a million times before, you don't have to worry about what you call this thing in the i3D, in the map. So I'm going to cut it here, Control X, and then drop it in my placeholders folder there, Control V, so that we can work with it. And that's the right place for it to be, because we don't want it in the map, we want it in the placeholders folder. And then I'm going to go Control V and Control B, sorry, not V, drop it here. Alright, nice. So let us think now a bit. The one obviously, which is which? There's two now. Unload trigger grain, unload trigger products. You see, the one is grain and the other one is products. So we want to move those about. So it's going to be, and it's got a grain gate link node. Oh my word. So you're going to have to move all those about if you want to move the triggers around. But let us do that. Because the XML is going to pull the i3D in and it will place it exactly there. So let's just test it in the map first and see how it performs in the map, you know. Because we know this is only triggers, and I don't see the actual building, but I think maybe the map will load it differently. The XML will load it differently. Because sometimes in an XML there's, if you look at this one, sometimes there are dynamically loaded stuff. Yes, there are, you know, selling station generic. You see, so it loads that, it loads the selling station generic in there. Good. So that is the dynamically loaded thing. It is that selling station generic with the grain gate. It will appear there, and this one is going to have nothing, so we will need to put some markers down here because it's going to have the icon probably. Alright, so let's just place it there for now and see. So if you want to customize this, what you will do is you will export this one now, like I've done quite a few times. So you go File, Export Selection, with Files, and you go into your own map because you're going to do a custom i3D. You can't customize the in-game stuff, so you have to customize it in your map. So that's what we're doing now. So we're going to go Maps, Placeables, and I'm going to make a new folder, Farmers Market, like so. And this is all up to you, how you want to change it and whatever. So I'm going to go Farmers market for that, and then save it, and then yes to both questions, and there it is. So now if you want to now move these triggers about, maybe put one there or maybe put the bales there, let us do that. Why not do it? So unload trigger products. So this one I want to put sort of somewhere there for the bales to be unloaded, like so. You see, unload trigger products. So there it is. Let's have it like that. And I'm going to have to put some markers down there because it's just going to have the, mind you, let's leave the markers for now. You know what markers is, just 4 little triangle things there on the ground. And now we have to put the AI spline products. So we're going to move this spline for the AI. This will actually be a little bit different now, but I'm going to just put it like that, like so. I'm just going to leave it like that, and then there's the AI spline grain, which we haven't moved, so we'll just have a look at this whole thing, where's the whole thing? Yeah, alright, so that will be there. What is the other thing? Grain gate, AI node products. So this will be, the AI node is normally your marker as well. So we will put that in the center of the block. Somewhere there is the center. Grain gate linear AI spline products. Teleport node is important. Control B. This is when you select visit this place, then it will be there. And the bale trigger. Oh my word, you see, now we have to align the bale trigger as well towards that. The best will probably be to, you can't really take them along, you know, it's very difficult. But I'm going to judge and see. Unloading. Yes, it's very close, guys. Very close. Okay, so I think that is the whole lot. Tip occlusion updates, I'm not worried about those. I think that's the whole lot. Grain gate link node, that's for the gate. Alright, so what we do now is we take this whole thing again, file, export with files, just overwrite that one, save, replace it, yes. Yes to both questions, and there we go. Now we've got a custom trigger in our for our cell point. Just want to get that there, minimize that. And mind you, we can make this thing a bit bigger. My word, it's difficult in that small little block. Alright, let's have a look now. So obviously now we need to grab this one that says Farmers Market, copy it. This is from the in-game folders. And we're going to go back to our map, into our XML folder, drop it in here. And now, because we've customized the i3D, we also have to customize the XML to tell it, oh, listen, we now have a new i3D. Don't use this one in game, but use the one that we have now made for you, which is under placeables, Farmers Market. So we need this directory. And what I do is I just click here on top once, and then everything after my map I select, Control C, back to the XML, override everything here up to the last /, Control V, alright, and change all the backslashes to /, very important. And then the name of the i3D, we can go back to the directory and just grab the new name for it, because obviously the name is now different unless you've left it the same. I find it better to make them whatever you make them, because otherwise Selling Station Farmers Market, I just call it Farmers Market. So new i3D for it, and then I don't think anything else is needed, so we'll save that like that. So we've got a new Selling Station Farmers Market, and then because we've pulled this XML from the map US, we can now go to the map US placeable and find the Farmers Market here. I wonder if I'm going to quickly see it. I don't see it quickly, so it's as easy as farmers, like so, and let the search engine just find it for us. So we copy this line so that we have the right stuff in it, like here by the map bound IDs and whatever, and we drop it in our map, our new map, not the old one. Drop it in there, and there you are. And now we need to check that we pull the right XML, because the XML that we're working with now in our map is under this one. So we need to take this directory again, maps XML, and that's why I normally keep all my stuff the same, so I can just grab the $maps XML up to there, copy it, and then just drop it here over everything up to there. Control V, and there you are. And now, as simple as that, all we need to do is position and rotation. So select the farmer's market, get position, Control Shift and C on the first one, and it will grab all three for us. Overwrite this by selecting Control and V, overwrites it, and then back to the map. First rotation, Control Shift and C, back to the XML, and overwrite our rotation, Control and V, and there you go. I think that is the lot. Then obviously our mod desk, we have to create a line for that in the mod desk. Control C, VV, created the extra one, and then grab everything after the map directory, which is that up to there. Make sure you copy everything. Control C, back to the mod desk, overwrite this whole section here, and then there's no mistakes. That's why I like to copy and paste, guys. It's so much easier. It sorts out typos and typing errors and misspelled stuff and caps and no caps and all that stuff. Right, so we've got everything now set up and sorted. So let us have a quick browse. I've saved this. I'm going to leave it Johnson's Farmers Market, so the name that you have in here will appear in your map. So whatever you want to call your placeable or your selling station, you need to put the name in there. But Johnson's Farmer Market, it sounds so nice, so I'm going to leave it like that. But you can customize that if you want. And now lastly, let's just quickly run into the game and just make sure this thing actually works. and we wanted to see if that the bale cell point that we moved around, if that is actually operational, you know. So the key is obviously there. Oh, we didn't save the map. I forgot. But because everything, what is this? Giant's engine not responding. Just want to delete that for now. You know, let's just do it right. Let me quickly just save the map. That's probably why it is complaining. Just want to export i3D. Very important to do that, because otherwise your changes might not reflect. However, the stuff that we've done here is not relevant because it's in the placeholders folder. The stuff that really makes it work is the XML and the actual i3D that we exported. Oh, which brings me back, guys. Almost forgot the golden rule. When you export something from your map, always go to the actual export, open it up. You have to do that, otherwise you won't find it on your map. So you have to open this one time at least once, and then click on the actual i3D or the transform and zero everything on it. Because remember, we've placed all this coordinates and rotation, we've put it in the XML, and it's going to tell it where this is. So this needs to be 0, otherwise you will not find it in the map. It will appear somewhere far out of the map or somewhere else on the map. Very important, guys. Whenever it's something I always do, forget to open and zero. You know, it's a golden rule which can easily be forgotten. You know, so yeah. Right. So first things first, run through the log. Oh, there's a full planes diffuse. That's from the previous video. Something I haven't bothered yet with. But there's no other errors, so it looks like we are totally happy and working. And now we should have a farmer's market. What's that? That's the lime station, vehicle shop, farmer's market here. Johnson's Farmer's Market. So let's visit that. How's that, guys? Beautiful. Absolutely awesome. Alright, so here you can see it's got the grain gate. So normally if you click here, it will close. No, nothing's happening. It is showing on the map, so if we drop a few bales here, and that's why I said you need the markers on the ground, because there's no markers now. But there is actually the bale trigger, so let's have a look now. If we drop some stuff in here, square bale, it doesn't really matter, grass. I'm going to drop a few in here. And they are not selling, so there's definitely a problem. It's not good. I wonder if I drop it there where it used to be. Did I miss a trigger or something? I don't know. Anyway, let's take our little Mahindra. Let's just buy our Mahindra. Grab some stuff here. Buy. Okay. So let's fill this thing with something like wheat, and then go and tip it here and see if at least this trigger works. Yes, this works. So why on earth is the other trigger not working? So we definitely missed something, guys. Alright, so that's how it goes. Let's quickly see what we've missed. Definitely missed something. Alright, so in here, our farmer's market. Let us have a look here. What is here? So what I'll do is I'm just going to mark this tip occlusion update. I know it's not the problem, but I'm just going to put it up from there to here. So that square block should cover the two triggers. The grain we know works fine. So what we want to see is this one. Why is this one not working? That's the marker there. Okay, so our bale trigger. I wonder if this bale trigger is too low. No, it can't be too low. AI node grain, teleport node, AI spline, the gate node. So the things that we have is that one and the bale trigger. So we only moved it about. There's nothing else I can see. The spline does have no effect because that's just for the AI. There is absolutely, and when you build the roads and road system and all that, you'll use the splines to connect for your guys to use. So I can honestly not see any problem with this bale trigger. It is a little bit misaligned, but I mean that can't be the problem. So let's just resave the whole farmers market. Go file, export with files, farmers market, save, and then once you've done this, you have to come back to the farmers market R3D, reopen it. And while that's opening, I'm just going to save my map. Okay, there you go, coming towards us, and then zero this again. So it's on the right spot, but it's just that trigger. Why is the bale trigger not working? You know what did I put grass in there, guys. I wonder if grass is even accepted there. So let us have a quick browse at the XML. What is being sold at this farmers market? Is this the one in the map? Yes. And you see, that's no wonder, man. There's only dry grass, windrow, which is hay, and round bale wood. So you can sell wood chips. So if we want grass in here, we need to go caps lock. Sorry, what am I doing? I'm pressing the tab. Caps lock, and then grass. grass underscore windrow. That will be for bales. So that's grass bale, that's hay bale, and then we can also do straw. I mean, we also want straw, guys. So let's go straw like so. Round bale wood chips and cotton. Okay, that sounds more like it. And now we also obviously probably need to put some. Is the bales listed here? I don't see that the bales are listed here. Wood chips, cotton. Potato, sugar beet. I don't see the grass and the hay and that stuff listed here, but it's alright. Let's just leave it like that. And now, I'm sure now it's it was actually working, guys, if you think of it. I just didn't have the products in there. Didn't have the products. And obviously, if you want to modify the prices of that bales, that is in there. Let me just quickly go here to the farm. There you go. Then you will probably need to grab that, add that grass bales to the sell point so that you can modify the prices if you want to modify the prices. Okay, so what we're gonna do is quickly navigate to our sell point, which up there. Let's go visit that. And this time around, I just want to quickly see. I'm sure, but I think if this thing belongs to you, you can close the cover. But if it doesn't belong to you, like in this case, we don't own this, you can't close the cover. But anyway, let's test now for grass. So we're going to drop here a few bales, and there you go. You can immediately see it's working nicely. All right, so that was the only issue. I did the wrong thing. So let's test the straw. Let's drop a few bales of straw, and they're immediately working. Okay, so there was actually nothing wrong with the thing to start with, man. I just messed myself around. So for the aesthetics of the map, I'm going to obviously place a few bales here on the van, and maybe drop a few hay things on the ground, you know, make it look nice, just to make it looking a little bit better for the farmers market. But to be honest, guys, I don't really appreciate this big flap. I'm gonna take this flap away. So let me show you how to take the flap away, because that flap is in the way and it's annoying. And I can understand it's a grain gate. When it rains, you want to close the flap. Yes, I know. But unload trigger, I don't think it's in the R3D. It is only called by the XML, if I'm correct. Let's have a quick browse at the XML. That's the grain gate link node. But what I want to have a look at is there is somewhere at the you see, it pulls this one in. It pulls this one in. So if it pulls this one in, the styling station generic, if we now go there, let's quickly go there to, sorry, that's not the right place. It's in here. Placeables, styling station generic. It needs to pull this one in, generic no cover. But if you do that, we'll see. Let's pull that one in, as it is not going to be. I don't think it will be a problem, but let's just make sure. Control V. So it pulls that R3D. Right. Let's have a look quickly if that is working. So that's the only change we've made, is in the XML, to tell it to load the one with no cover. My guys at the farmers market, you know, a farmers market is a thing that only happens when the day is nice, normally on a Saturday, when the weather is sunny. I don't think you have farmers markets when it's raining, so I think the grain gate will be pretty alright with no cover. And if it starts to rain, the poor guys, they're gonna have to put a top over it, you know. So yeah, we leave it up to them to figure that out. Put a top on there. So let's visit that. There you go. Did we have any errors? I didn't check now. What is this now? That's the first time I've seen this. Is there any errors regarding that cover? I haven't noticed any other errors on the map. I have to have a look what that was. That's the cold diffuse. Some problem with that cold diffuse. They flipped it around. I don't know who flipped it. It wasn't me. Okay, so there is no errors, but yet my map is giving me that error. Alright, something for me to figure out later on. What I want to do now is just finally make sure, but I mean we've already tested it. It is working, but I want to just see now what happens when I now put something in the vehicle. Now that we have that error, was it now something that happened, or what is going on here? Let's just fill it again with some wheat. Vehicle, fill it with some wheat. I love how that suspension dips when it fills up. Oh no, it's working fine. So what is this error then now? It's the first time I've seen this error. Okay, so it is working great. I've never noticed that error before, so I'm going to have to have a look at something that is causing that grain, whatever. Alright, and then obviously just drop some stuff in there. Where's that? Here. We can use grass again. If it sells grass, it will sell anything else. Yeah, it's working great. Good. Alright, so guys, that is basically how you do a custom sell point with the bale trigger onto it. If I'm correct, I'm just trying to think if there's the selling station generic, if that has a bale trigger. We can have a look at that quick as well, just to make sure that there is not maybe an easier way if you just want one thing, you know, instead of having. I can close that now. And selling station generic, this is the XML for selling station. That's the gate, alright, so that's that one. Then I think there might be another one. Yes, there is another one. I'm thinking it is the one that is in, let's have a look. It's placeables, map Alpine, and I think it's called selling station. We're going to have to look at the XML first for the map Alpine map. It's the one that says town store. Want to have a look at what this XML is pulling. So let's have a look at that one. So it's map Alpine, selling stations, and then selling station town store. So it's data placeables, map Alpine, selling stations, and then town store. This one here. You see, it's got its own selling station generic small. And this one, it's got a hotspot. It's also got a bale trigger. Yes, here it is. This is also a nice one to use, guys. If you look at this i3D, this is the normal one, which is in generic small. This is the normal one that's in Farming Simulator 19, the one that you used to have. You know, that little square block. You'll see now what I mean. Everyone is used to this one. So this one has got a bale trigger on it as well. You see, so very, very nice selling station generic. Wonder where is the bale trigger on this. Let me just make this a little bit bigger. Unload station, unload marker, bale trigger. There it is. It's got a bale trigger. If we make it visible, you'll see it. So you can drop bales on this thing too. Bit unrealistic, but I mean, yeah, it is what it is. I mean, you can drop bales on the ground as well, you know, so it doesn't really matter. So you can use this one too. I will suggest, in my case at the farmer's market, it would have made more sense to have this, but I wanted to do show you how to do the custom one. So this one is straightforward. You take this XML and this one into your, you take just the XML into your map and drop this, because this XML already calls this. So you just need the XML, and you can modify the name for it. Because I mean, this name here, Alpine Supermarket, you can change this name by putting anything in there that you want, and then just you can modify your selling prices and what you want to sell at the thing, so that way if it's in your map you can customize it. Great. Well guys, I think that's totally more than enough for one video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate. Remember to subscribe. I really do appreciate, and do share my videos and stuff to your friends and other people that love to do map making. Thanks so much guys. You have a fantastic day. I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.